One of the historic buildings in the
Welcome to day 2 of the 2014 Canadian Swimming Trials here in beautiful Victoria, BC. I'm Joanne Millar, 3-time Olympic swimmer, and with me is my co-host Chris Hindmarch Watson. We're here in the inner harbor of beautiful Victoria, BC with the Empress behind us. Chris, you know a little bit about BC.
Yeah, I mean, I love Victoria. It's one of the places that's near and dear to me. The Empress Hotel behind us actually was built in 1908, and it's part of the Fairmont.
Welcome to day 2 of the 2014 Canadian Swimming Trials here in beautiful Victoria, BC. I'm Jo Millar, 3-time Olympic swimmer, and with me is my co-host Chris Heinmarch Watson. We're here in the inner harbor of beautiful Victoria, BC with the Empress behind us. Chris, you know a little bit about BC.
Yeah, I love Victoria. It's one of the places that's near and dear to me. The Empress Hotel behind us actually was built in 1908. And it's part of the Fairmont hotel chain now. It was added to the National Historic Registry site in 1981, so it's one of the historic buildings in the inner harbor area of Victoria.
Are any athletes there having tea right now?
I probably don't think so. They're probably going to be getting ready for tonight's action here on day 2, but you never know. Some might drop in for that English experience of tea.
Well, what a great location here for our swimming trials. A lot of history. We're going to be making some history tonight. Chris, what are some of the events you're looking forward to?
Well, 2 of the events that really catch my attention for day 2 are the women's 100 breaststroke. Tara Van Bylen, who swims in Vancouver with the National Training Center, and her coach Joseph Nagy. She was on the Olympic team in 2012, and she actually tied for 8th spot out of the prelims. She swam the swim-off, was beaten by John Atkinson from Jamaica, and finished 9th in her first Olympic Games. So it's a great finish for her in that, and we're looking for big things for her coming forward into the Commonwealth Games and the Pan Pacs. Aaliyah Atkinson, just to point out, from Jamaica, another Commonwealth country, she went on to finish 4th in London in that 100 breaststroke after winning the swim-off. So
this goes to show you, from any lane, amazing things can happen.
Absolutely. The other event tonight is the men's 400 IM. The men's 400 IM has really been about the young guys. Their top 6 entries into this event in the site sheets were either 1-year-old or not born when the facility was built here for the 94 Commonwealth Games. So it's really about these young guys who are going to try and step up and make that next step onto the national team for the meets this summer.
It's always nice to look, Chris, at the future of swimming in Canada, and definitely we've got a lot of bright, shining stars to come, especially with Alec Page and Luke Riley and Tara Van Bylen. And the man in charge of the future of swimming in Canada is High Performance Director John Atkinson. And we had a chance to sit down with him and ask him a couple questions about our future. So John, you've been the High Performance Director for Swim Canada for over a year now. What are you seeing for the results of swimmers in Canada so far?
Well, I think last year the focus was obviously to get the teams ready for the World Championships. And one of the things that I said was about improving from trials to major championships and having a focus on heat swimming. I think what I've seen so far in the trials this week is that we're getting more depth in the events. So the women's 200 freestyle, we had the swimmer go sub 2 minutes in the heats, but then 6 of the ladies went 2:00. So it's moving in the right direction, and I can see some improvement and more depth.
So when people are looking at the results and there might not be a whole lot of Canadian records being set, you do see an improvement in the overall performance?
Yeah, I think so. Well, everything's relative, and where we were in 2013, following the games and some retirements of medalists and other senior team members, it's a case of rebuilding with the senior team athletes that we have and looking for some newer talent to come through and break through onto the senior team. And that depth in the events is improving, so out of that will spring some great performances in the future.
Now the selection criteria here is confusing to some, probably not to yourself, but what was the rationale for this new selection process?
Okay, so last year for the World Championships, if you didn't do the FINA A time, so the FINA A time is the standard that swimmers have to do if we have to have 2 swimmers get into the event at a World Championships. If they didn't do that and they were the FINA B time, they could make the team. So what we've done this year is tighten the standard that the FINA A or top 16 time in the world last year at the World Championships is what we want people to focus on and start to think about world level swimming, not just about being the best in Canada. So that's the first criteria, is are they getting inside the top 16 from the worlds last year? And then we have to rank them because we have a team size cap. So therefore we have to have some process to rank the athletes.
So when a Canadian wins an event and becomes a new national title holder for that event and doesn't make that time, you don't feel bad not selecting them because they weren't top 16 in the world?
In short, no, because what the new focus is about world-class performance, and we have to have athletes who are striving to get to how we define what world-class is and what high performance is. And for Swimming Canada, in my definition, it's top 8 in the world progressing to the podium. So that's what we've said as, that is what high performance is. So we've set a standard of top 16 so that when we take any swimmer away to a Commonwealth Games or a Pan Pacs or indeed a World Championships, that we want to see them progress from heats, whether that be to semi-finals or to finals. So it's all about progression, which links in with how we want to see people improve.
Now, with tightening the standards, in what ways is Swimming Canada now supporting the athletes either financially or with programs to help them get to those performances they need?
Okay, so there's obviously federal carding, which comes about through athletes at a senior card making top 50 in the world. So they will still get the support through that carding, and we're just about to put our new policy out. And there's a development card below that. So there are financial support from the Canadian government for athletes that are coming through the system who we think are on track to high performance and those that are performing. However, what we have to try and shift everybody towards is how can we be competitive at the World Championships and ultimately the Rio Olympics and even further down the track in Tokyo in 2020. And that's by being the best in the world, not by being the best in Canada, and start focusing to become that rather than just be national champion.
And what are our realistic goals for the Commonwealth Games this year and Pan Pacific Games and leading into Rio 2016?
Well, I think last year we had 11 finalists at the World Championships, 10 were in Olympic events, and we had 4 medalists, and 2 of those medals were in Olympic events. So what we have to try and see are people swim faster at the Commonwealth Games and the Pan Pacs than they do at the trials. And if we can continue year on year to improve from trials to summer, then from summer to trials, we're actually going to be successful when we get to Rio. So the main team focus is on improvement, but then in the medal stakes, I would say that in Commonwealth Games we'll be expecting around 10 medals. I'm not going to put any names to those medals. We have to see what the rest of the world does. So that's based on last year. But if swimmers can improve on what they've done at the trials here, they'll be in a better position to improve when they get into Glasgow.
Okay, great, thank you, John. Good luck to Canada.
Thank you very much, it's a pleasure.
Day 1 of the Canadian Swimming Trials, and what a great night it was. Amazing races, starting with the women's 200-meter freestyle, gold medalist Brittany McLean, and no surprise there, 2012 Olympics, she made the finals. She was 7th, setting Canadian records left, right, and center, and she delivered here tonight. Along with a field of women, top 4 that definitely will get on that relay team for the Commonwealth Games and Pan Pacific Games. On the men's side of the 200 free, quite an amazing story. It was just a race for #1 spot, and that was veteran Ryan Cochran. Normally we see him in the distance events, but he proved tonight that he can come back from 8th place at the 50 in the 200 all the way back to a gold medal, winning that 200 freestyle. So a great race for the audience here tonight.
It's a good thing I have some back-ends. I think, swimming at home is always exciting. Just getting to fast swimming and trying to apply for my third game. Pretty exciting.
The 100-meter backstroke, a big-time favorite event here for the women. Sinead Russell winning that event easily, confident. She's had a great year. She is a Canadian record holder, along with Brooklyn Snodgrass and also Hillary Caldwell, who is World Championship bronze medalist. So all 3 women should be making that team easily. On the men's side, it was Russell Wood, 1/100th getting under the qualification standard, so he most likely will be nominated on Saturday as well for the team. Women's 200 breast, now this was a showstopper for me. Tara Van Bylen taking the early lead, winning it easily, but also with her, Martha McCabe, even a stress fracture couldn't stop her from a medal, and Kiara Smith for the silver medal. Wonderful night of racing, more to come. Day 2 finals of the Canadian Swimming Trials is ready to begin, and the exciting list of events we have for you tonight are the men's and women's 100-meter freestyle, 100-meter breaststroke, 400-meter individual medley, followed by the 50-meter splash and dash backstroke. Day 2 heats, we had some great morning swims, and for finals tonight, here are some that I have my eye on. Definitely in the women's 100-meter freestyle, Victoria Poon from PPO, and Allison Aikman has been right on her heels. She dropped over a second in the 200-meter freestyle for a bronze medal. Look for her to be closing in. On the men's side, Yuri Kissel from Cascade is ranked first going into that final. It's going to be a mad dash to that wall. In the 100-meter breaststroke, Rachel Nickel of LA Swim Club and Bronwyn Pawlowski of Cascade both qualified ahead of Tara Van Bylen from UBC Dolphins, but look for TVB to come in for the lead in that race. And on the men's 100-meter breaststroke, Richard Funk, who won the gold medal last night in the 200, looks all alone again for the lead for the 100-meter breaststroke. 400-meter individual medley, it's going to be a race between Emily Overholt and Erica Steltenreich-Hodgson and Marnie Oldershaw. It's a long race, but it's going to be a goodie. And on the men's side, Alec Page from Island Swimming should take that race all to himself. Here we go. So many big events to look forward to tonight, Chris. Any final thoughts leading into finals tonight?
Well, just like we saw last night on day one, there's a lot of excitement in this building. You know, this trials has been coming for a long time. We're selecting 2 senior teams, some junior teams, and with the way that the selection document is set up, just like we heard from Ian McDonald yesterday, there's not really an assurance that you touch the wall first in an event that you are going to make the team. You've got to make a specific time. You've got to fit into the other criteria. So the swimmers really can't just concentrate on touching the wall in that gold medal position. They have to perform and they have to swim fast. And so that is something that they're all keen on here at the Canadian Swimming Trials this week.
Well, it's going to be exciting because they are really swimming for their next big break in their careers, and we look forward to watching the event start right after this.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Catherine Savard de l'équipe Canada de natation. Après une dure journée d'entraînement, j'aime manger quelque chose de sain et de goûteux avec beaucoup de protéines, comme le poulet frais canadien. Dans cette vidéo, nous allons apprendre à cuisiner une salade grecque avec du poulet. Bon appétit!
This summer I really want to make this team, going to Scotland or Australia, but coming from Quebec I really need to work on my Scottish accent or Australian accent.
I know there's the Scottish Championships going on very soon.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what a Scottish accent sounds like. Kira? Alligator. Oi, matey. Aye.
What about Australian? Did you do Australian at all?
That was Australian.
Oh yeah, that was, sorry.
My accent, I think me and Yuri here are going to have a competition. Accent competition.
Yeah, you're going down, Roberts.
I don't know about this, but it seems like it's a pretty equal accents here.
I don't like yours, I like mine a lot more, mate.
It's just unfair.
I think they're both winners.
Hello, I'm from Australia, mate. Good on you, mate.
I have a cold one, mate.
It was the funniest story ever at the Commonwealth Games in 1974. A coach named Jimmy Park gave the best warm-up speech ever. And it went like this: first you've got to be feeling great. Next thing you know, you're going to be looking great. And the last thing you want is to be swimming great. I just want to say hello to Jimmy Park in Scotland. My friend Jimmy.
Hello.
The other day I saw the movie Brave, so I'm going to try to imitate one of the quotes from that, but I need a spin that'll change me fate. Hello, mate. A wallaby ate my baby.
You want a what?
A wallaby ate my baby.
Oh, a wallaby ate your baby?
Yeah.
It's a good scotch, mate.
Good day, mate.
I love shrimp on the barbie. I love seafood.
My dad's Scottish, but I can't do one, so I don't know.
Oh, come on. It's in your blood.
I can't do it.
This weekend, I'm gonna race the 200 breaststroke, and maybe I'll go home. I'm not sure yet.
I can't do one.
Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. That would be one.
Oh, I want some baby back ribs.
I'm gonna put a hamburger on the barbie. What you said.
And if it's not Scottish, it's crap. That would be the other one.
Oh, it's going to be some great swimming this weekend.
I'm gonna have so much fun. I'm gonna take a selfie. Fun. I'm gonna take a selfie. Take a selfie.
I'm so excited. I gotta take a selfie.
I'm so excited. We need to take a selfie.
Fun. I'm gonna take a selfie. Take a selfie. I'm gonna have so much fun. I'm gonna take a selfie.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you all please rise for the singing of our national anthem.
Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command, car ton bras s'est porté l'épée. Il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thanks to our anthem tonight by Jenna Hilderman. And at this time, we'd like to introduce our referees and starters for tonight's session. The referee for the women's events from Ontario, Dave Schufelt. The referee for the men's events from Newfoundland, Bill Hogan. The referee for our B finals this evening from Ontario, Paul Corkum. Our starters for the female events from Saskatchewan, Dana Barlow. And for the male events from Prince Edward Island, Maggie Middleton.
now 6 o'clock on the West Coast. We're ready to get underway with our first event here on day 2 as we get set for the women's 100 freestyle. This event brought to you by Van Trade Farms. This is the B final, women's 100 freestyle. Mr. Referee.
Take your mark.
Introducing our B finalists in lane 1, Oakville Athletic Club, Jacqueline Keir. Lane 2, University of Calgary, Amanda Reason. 3, Evan Piano, Paige Kramer. In 4, Evan Piano, is Fanula Pierce.
Lane 5, la piscine Parc Olympique, Anna Riordan. Ligne 6, Club Aquatique Montréal, Ariane Mainville.
In 7, from the Grand Gators, Kennedy Goss. And in lane 8, UC Dolphins, Heather McLean. Top qualifier in this B final was Fanula Pierce and Edmund Gamma 56-53 as they come into the finish. Winning time for the B final, 9th overall, will be a 56-1-2 for Ariane Mainville from Camel in lane 6. Second in the B final goes to lane 2, Amanda Reason 56-22, and third, Hannah Riordan 56-51 in lane 5.
Leading into the A final, the time these women are shooting for is under 55 seconds. The FINA standard, top 60 in the world, is 55.05. It is just one of the many priorities. They are part of the selection criteria, but getting that standard will hopefully enable them to make that team.
Results in that B final now official. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to welcome our first championship final tonight in the women's 100 freestyle. In lane 8, representing the Manchester Club, Chantal Van Langenham.
Team de natation, Négociant, Caroline Pierre-Louis.
In lane 7, from the Point Players Club, Samantha Cheverton. In 2, from the Norfolk Hammerhead Aquatic Club, Sinead Russell. In lane 3, representing the North Jordan Aquatic Club, Michelle Williams. In 5, from the Point Players Club, Allison Ackman. Your championship final in the women's 100 freestyle.
Take your mark.
Championship final on the way, the women's 100 freestyle. Victoria Poon, the top seed at 54.91 this morning. Top 16 time in the world. The target time to be considered for selection, 55.05. That's top 16 in the world from the World Championships last summer. That 54.91 done by Poon this morning ranks her 14th in the world for 2014 so far. And as we come towards the final 25, good racing in this women's 100 freestyle. Poon in lane 4 out in front. As they come towards the finish, Sandrine Mayfield from PPO right there as well in lane 6. But they're coming into the wall. The top time, it looks like it will be lane 4 as Victoria Poon touches the wall, 54.67. The top time for Poon's second will be Sandrine Mayfield, 55.29, and third in a time of 55.48, Allison Ackman from Point Claire in lane 5. Results on the board from that race are official, and that 54.67 by Victoria Poon ranks her 11th in the world so far for 2014 in the women's 100 free.
Victoria Poon, who made a semi-final at the 2012 Olympics, is a veteran of this event, the Canadian record holder. Take a look at her start, the power off the block, really launching into the water. Streamline is so critical at this point. Into a high turnover. She was first at the 50. And it was all Victoria Poon on the way back. Under 55 seconds is what the women were shooting for. She did that this morning in preliminaries, and tonight 54.67 into the wall. She'll be swimming this for Canada at the Commonwealth Games and Pan Pacific Games this summer.
Standing here with our national champion, the women's 100 freestyle, Victoria Poon, 11th in the world so far for 2014 at that time, and under that target time here at the trial.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased with this time this season, and wow, we're coming here just to have fun and achieve that, and glad we have a good teammates, so it's so fun.
Did you have a target time? Obviously under 55 was one set of goals, but did you want to be a little bit faster possibly here tonight?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, this one I felt so great. And coming here, as I said, it's just the fun is the key for me right now. And for sure, it's faster.
Well, congratulations, Victoria, national champion tonight in the women's 100 freestyle. Victoria Poon, ladies and gentlemen, from Pacific Park Olympic. Our next event we move into is the B final in the men's 100 freestyle. B final in the men's 100 free. Following this race, we will have the awards for the women's 100 freestyle. Lane 1, UBC Dolphins, Kelly Aspinall. Lane 2, Guelph Marlins, Evan Van Morkirk. Lane 3, unattached, Can Turker Aya. Lane 4, unattached, Tom Kramer. Lane 5, Indiana University, Anze Topkar. Lane 6, Simon Fraser Parks, David Hibbert. 7, unattached, Aura Sabatier. And lane 8, University of Calgary, David Woodman. And the top time in the B final, 50.15 for Tom Kramer. Second, Anze Topkar at 50.70, and third, 50.92, David Hibbert and Simon Fraser. Results on the board are official.
All international swimmers are not allowed to swim in the A final. They must swim in the B final. So you'll see Tom Kramer there from the United States. In the A final, however, these swimmers are vying for positions on the national team, Commonwealth Games, Pan Pacific Games, even junior teams. And it's going to be a real race tonight in that A final. Yuri Kissel, the fastest qualifier from Cascade in Calgary. The men have been having a tough time qualifying a relay, but hopefully here tonight we'll see some top speed.
Presenting the awards now for the women's 100 freestyle.
Victoria
Victoria Poole, médaille.
Presenting the awards, Commonwealth Games gold medalist in the 100 freestyle, Stephen Clark. The bronze medalist from the point player swim club, Allison Ackman. The silver medalist.
Médaille d'argent, Sandrine Mainville.
And the gold medalist, posting the fastest time ever done by a Canadian woman on domestic soil, the gold medalist.
Médaille d'or, Victoria Poole.
It's interesting that Victoria Poon was mentioning her goal here is to have fun, and sometimes the higher ranked you get in the world, the hard part is to have fun and just let things flow, and she did that here tonight, posting the fastest time ever by Canadian in Canada.
We introduce now our next championship final, the men's 100 freestyle. We introduce our finalists in lane, the Oakland Water Club, Evan White. In lane 1, from the Cobra Coast swimming, Hassan Abdel-Karimi. In lane 7, from W. Ross McDonald swimming, Chris Manning. Lane 2, from the UC Dolphins, Stefan Milosevic. Lane 6, from the UC Dolphins, Coleman Allen. In 3, from the UC Dolphins, Luke Petty. And in lane 4, from the Cascades Club, Yuri Kiesel. Championship final bang for 100 freestyle.
Take your marks.
Canadian record in this event, a 47.27, held by Brent Hayden from 2009. World record held by Brazil's Cesar Cielo at 46.91. Our top qualifier, 49.87, was Yuri Kiesel from the Cascade Swim Club. 49.12 is the top 16 time from the 2013 World Championships. It was lane 5, Dominique Massey Martel in the lead at the turn. We're going to see her in the men's 100 freestyle as they come right down to the final touch. It's going to be close at the wall. It is Yuri Kiesel. Cascades, Yuri Kiesel picks up the win, 49.87. Second, Dominique Massey Martel at 49.98. And third in the championship final, Luke Petty, 50.41. Great race there in the men's 100 free.
Interesting to note there in that race strategy for Yuri Kiesel. He came home strong, but he actually got left off the blocks a little bit slow there. And it was Dominique Massey Martel in lane 5 that was the early leader at the 50-meter mark. So let's take a look in the middle of the pool here, lane 4. You can see he's about shoulders behind the crowd on that first 15 meters. And at the wall, he had made up until 3rd place here. But Massey Martel was still first, and coming into the wall, it was very, very close, and what a great touch. This is how important it is to time the touch and accelerate into the wall. Yuri Kiesel, new national champion, 49.87.
Ladies and gentlemen, standing here on deck with your national champion in the men's 100 freestyle, Yuri Kissel. First time senior national champion for Yuri Kissel. Congratulations, Yuri. First time national championship, pretty special moment.
Yeah, for sure. Feels amazing. Yeah.
Were you happy with that time here tonight?
Yeah, it was good. I was close to my best, so it's good.
What are you going to be looking for going forward from this moment? You picked up your first national title. What's next on the agenda for you?
Sky's the limits. I don't know. There's 53's next. Gotta get ready for that.
53 is next. Well, I hope you get some more chances to be interviewed because you're a lot of fun up here. Congratulations, Yuri Kissel, ladies and gentlemen, national champion in the men's 100 free.
Gotta love Yuri Kissel, the missile, we're gonna like to call him. Great swim for him. And interesting, a lot of that field is under 20 years of age, so a young group to up and come in the future.
All right, next MVP final, 100 breaststroke. Mr. Referee.
Take your mark.
The final here in the women's 100 breaststroke. This event brought to you by WestJet. In lane 1, Point Claire Club, Olivia Pascaline. Lane 2, Guelph Marlins, Genevieve Robertson. Lane 3, University of Manitoba Bison, Kelsey Wald. In lane 4, University of Calgary, Fiona Doyle. Lane 5, swimming unattached, Sarika McMahon. Lane 6, China Swim Club, Charlotte Philpotts. Lane 7, unattached, Tori Houston.
Couloir 8, Club Aquatique Montréal, Marie-Lou Lapointe.
Our top two qualifiers in this 100 breaststroke in the B final, Fiona Doyle and Sarika McMahon, are the top two breaststrokers from Ireland competing here at our trials and getting ready for their own summer meets. The top qualifier was Fiona Doyle at 109.03. Doyle lives and trains in Calgary with the University of Calgary. And Doyle a slight lead over her teammate on the international stage from Ireland, Sarika McMahon. But it will be Doyle who touches the wall first to win the B final, 108.72. Sarika McMahon second at 109.66. And third, Kelsey Wog, 110.69. Results on the board are official.
.100-meter freestyle final here. The start was critical as he was left behind off the block, Yuri Kissel, but you know what? It didn't matter. He had so much power. By 50 meters halfway, he was in the third spot. And coming home, he caught Dominique Massy-Martel, got the gold medal and new national title, Yuri Kissel.
The awards presentation for the men's 100 freestyle.
100 mètres libre.
Presenting the awards once again, Olympic bronze medalist in 1992 and 1994 Commonwealth Games gold medalist Stephen Clark. The bronze medalist.
Médaille de bronze.
From the UBC Dolphins, Luke Petty. The silver medalist.
Médaille d'argent, Dominique Massy-Martel.
The gold medalist.
Médaille d'or.
From the Cascade Swim Club, Yuri Kissel. Congratulations, gentlemen, and congratulations to Yuri Kissel, first-time senior national champion here tonight in the men's 100 freestyle. Our next event, the championship final for the women's 100 breaststroke.
Couloir 8, Club Aquatique Montréal, Marie-Soleil, Jean Lachapelle.
In lane 1, from the Liquid Lightning Club, Kira Smith. In 7, from Debbie Ross McDonald Swimming, Rebecca Tereshko.
Couloir 2, Club de natation de Sherbrooke, Alexandra Lévy.
In lane 6, from the Point Clares Club, Ashley McGregor. In lane 3, from the UBC Dolphins, Tara Van Bylen. In 5, from the Cascades Club, Bronwyn Kozlowski. And in lane 4, from the LA Club, Rachel Nickel. Championship final women, 100 breaststroke.
Take your mark.
After a great race right down to the wire in the 200 breaststroke last night, we're looking forward to this one in the 100 breaststroke here tonight. The top qualifier, 109.04, was Rachel Nickel from the LA Swim Club. The top 16 time for this event, 108.36, is the time we're looking for, 108.36.
Tara Van Bylen out to the early lead here.
At the first 50, it is going to be Tara Van Bylen, 31.82, leading the way through the halfway turn. She won the 200 last night, looking for the double here tonight in this women's 100 breaststroke. Field starting to tighten up and come together as they head into the final 20 meters. Moving well is going to be Cascade, Bronwyn Kozlowski. Trying to come in between them, Rachel Nickel from the LA Swim Club, as it's really tightening up here over the final 25. Right down to the final wall. The winning time will be Tara Van Bylen, 108.39. 108.39, just off that 108.36, but a national championship title for Tara Van Bylen. In for second was Bronwyn Kozlowski, 108.59. And third, Rachel Nickel, 109.39 in lane 4.
It'll be interesting to see Tara Van Bylen's thoughts on the time that she just posted there, 108.39. Oh, so close to that target time, 3/100ths of a second off. Bronwyn Kozlowski really closing in. Take a look at the start here. Tara Van Bylen in lane 3 near the top of your screen really took control, early lead, great turns. Here you can see the turn for Rachel Nickel, who came in third. Good underwater work. The tempo you need to maintain for these races is very high, and here you can see it into the wall. Bronwyn Kozlowski really edging onto Tara Van Bylen here. Tara Van Bylen wins the gold medal, 108.39. Let's see what she has to say.
On deck now with your national champion, Tara Van Bylen. 2 events so far, you've had 2 wins, pretty good weekend.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I had a bit of a tough summer and beginning of this year, so it's encouraging to swim fast again and enjoy swimming with a smile on my face.
That's always a big component of it for sure. 8th fastest time in the world so far in 2014 with that performance here tonight.
It's not fast enough, but it's good for now.
Still lots of time to get faster, obviously. Are we going to see you in a few more events here this week, or are you done?
I have a 50 breast tomorrow, and then I have to write a 16-page paper on Saturday, so no events on Saturday.
16-page paper, that sounds like a lot of fun. Tara Van Bylen, congratulations. Second national championship title here this weekend, here tonight in the women's 100 breaststroke. Our next event, we move into the B final men's 100 breaststroke.
Take your mark.
Our B finalists in the men's 100 breaststroke. This event sponsored by the Times Colonist.
Ligne 1. Club de natation CSQ, Kevin Duret.
In lane 2 from the Point Clarkson Club, Antoine Bujol. Lane 3, Point Clarkson Club, James Guest. Lane 4, Lithuania, Igor Kozlowski. Lane 5, from the attached Imre Gagnon. Lane 6, Edmund Nick Kostiak.
Club de natation de Sherbrooke, couloir 7, Jonathan Nesby.
And in lane 8, Edmund Canada Club, Ryder McGuinness. Coming into the finish in this B final, the top time will be a 1:02.11 for Igor Kozlowski from Lithuania. Second in lane 8, Ryder McGuinness, 1:02.97. And third in the B final, James Guest, 1:03.44. Results on the board are official for that B final.
Getting ready for the medal presentations for the 100-meter breaststroke for women. It was a great race. We knew it was going to be close, but veteran Tara Van Bylen, who was 9th in the 100-meter breaststroke at the Olympics, coming into the wall. It was a close race being pushed by Bronwyn Pazlowski in lane 5, but Tara Van Bylen pretty happy with that time. As she said, she had a tough summer. She's pretty happy with that, but wants to see a lot more this summer.
Presenting the awards for the women's 100 breaststroke.
Médaille pour les femmes 100 mètres brasse.
Presenting the awards will be the Chief Executive Officer of Swimming Canada, Ahmed El-Awadi. The bronze medalist.
Médaille de bronze.
From the LA Swim Club, Rachel Nicol. The silver medalist.
Médaille d'argent.
From the Cascade Swim Club, Bronwyn Pazlowski. And the gold medalist.
Médaille d'or.
From the UBC Dolphins, Tara Van Bylen.
And you can see that nice smile on Tara Van Bylen's face. Double gold medalist here so far, the 2014 swimming trials in the 100 and 200 meter breaststroke. Training out of Vancouver with Joe Nagy and Tom Johnson.
Congratulations, ladies. Introducing our finalists now, A finalist in the men's 100 breaststroke. In lane 8, University of Manitoba Bison, Dylan Perron. In lane 1, UBC Dolphins, Sergey Holston. In 7, Sheena Swim Club, James Dergashaw. Lane 2 from Simon Fraser Aquatics, Andrew Kosnikoff. In 6 from the Point Clarkson Club, Matthew Ackman. Lane 3 from the Point Clarkson Club, Liam Diaz. In lane 5, University of Calgary's club, Jason Block. And in lane 4, Edmonton Piano, Richard Funk. Championship final, men's 100 breaststroke.
Take your marks.
Men's 100 breaststroke underway. Richard Funk in lane 4, the winner last night in the 200 breaststroke. His time this morning 1:01.46. 1:00.44 is the top 16 time for this event. The top 16 time for the 2013 World Championships, 1:00.44. As Funk has the lead into the halfway point at 50 meters, turning in 28.79. Just ahead of Sergey Holson, who's third, and Liam Diaz at 29.22 in lane 3. Good race here in the men's 100 breaststroke. We had Tara Van Bylen go her second national championship title in this event earlier after winning the 200 last night. Richard Funk also trying to do that here in the men's 100 breast. As they come charging to the finish, it's going to be Funk in 1:01.43. Winning time for Richard Funk in the men's 100 breaststroke. Second will be a 1:02.13 for Matthew Ackman from Point Claire. And third to Liam Diaz, also from Point Claire, 1:02.31. Would Vanessa Treasure please report to the clerk of course?
Now Richard Funk really is a standout here in the breaststroke. Preliminaries, he was over a second faster than anyone else, and he proved it again tonight, winning his second national title. Off the start, very strong start by the field. What I was impressed with was Richard Funk's turns coming up and how quickly he gets in and out. Lane 4, in and out, he's so fast off that wall. His turnover is so quick. He really is able to propel himself just much faster and stronger than everyone. The sheer strength of his turnover and speed is quite impressive. 1:01.43, I'm sure he wanted to go a bit faster than that tonight. 3/100s faster than what he swam in preliminaries. And just off that target time of the FINA cut of 1:00.44.
On deck now with our national champion in the men's 100 breaststroke, your second national title in as many days here at the Canadian Swimming Trials. Happy with that time here tonight?
Not particularly, but you know, it's always nice to come home and race for the win, and yeah, I guess that's all I can ask for right now.
Well, the time, I know you're not that excited with it, but it's the 9th fastest time in the world so far for 2014. I mean, we're young into this year, but you must have some plans, obviously, going forward for the remainder of 2014 swim season.
Yeah, obviously just improving my times, and I don't really know how the selection works, but I guess we'll just play it by ear and go from here.
Well, you posted the time, so you can leave that up to the people figuring that out for sure.
I guess, yeah.
Richard Funk, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. National champion here tonight and last night in the men's breaststroke event. The next event we move into the B-final women's 400 individual medley. This event sponsored by Richard Way.
Hey, how are you?
Take your mark.
women's 400-meter individual medley. There's 2 lengths of this 50-meter pull of butterfly, followed by backstroke, then breaststroke and freestyle. One of the more grueling events in swimming, showcase all 4 disciplines.
Introducing our B finalists for the women's 400 individual medley. In lane 1, Olympian Swim Club, Jacomi Stridham. Lane 2, Windsor Essex Swim Team, Kylie Moss. Lane 3, Point Claire Swim Club, Stephanie Horner. Lane 4, from Hungary, Dorina Zerkis. Lane 5, Greater Ottawa Kingfish, Erin Weldon. Lane 6, 12, Marlin Aquatic Club, Samantha Stratford. 7, Hamilton Aquatic Club, Jennifer McNaughton.
Couloir 8, Club Aquatique Montréal, Sarah-Lee Hervé.
Top time into this B final is a 4:51.99 for Dorina Zerkis from Hungary. Foreign swimmers may compete here at the Canadian Swimming Trials, but may not swim in the Championship A final. As they head towards the 150-meter turn. Current leader on this backstroke leg is going to be Zerkis at 1:43.02.
Backstroke is often one of the favorite legs of the race. You can breathe when you want, you get that high turnover going. With the transition, often the lead changes from stroke to stroke. About 3 women here, almost even in the backstroke leg, and breaststroke really is the key factor in this individual medley coming up. I was a 400 IMer in my swimming years, and breaststroke leg was always the most difficult section, and it was really the critical turning point if your breaststroke was on or not and where you could pull ahead. It really made a big difference. If you're a breaststroker in IM, you really had a better chance to get a better result.
Still leading in lane 4, Dorina Zerkis from Hungary, 3:02.54. Second is Kylie Moss on lane 2, 3:03.83. And third, Erin Weldon in lane 5.
I'm teaching young swimmers about the breaststroke technique. Really lunging those shoulders forward, getting a lot of momentum and drive from the legs, propelling long strokes. You can see how long they really glide out front here on the breaststroke and into the quick turnover at freestyle.
Weldon into the lead off the breaststroke leg, 3:45.09 her split time. Now on to the final 2 lengths of freestyle here in the B final women's 400 individual medley. Final 30 meters for the B final. Erin Weldon from the Greater Ottawa Kingfish in the lead. Good second half swim here for Weldon, taking over the lead on the breaststroke leg and pulling away on the freestyle as she comes in to touch the wall. Final time of 4:52.58 for Erin Weldon. Second, 4:54.49, Dorina Zerkis from Hungary. And third, 4:55.64, Samantha Stratford. In lane 6, the Guelph Marlins. Results on the board for the B final are official.
Off the blocks in the 100-meter breaststroke, Richard Funk on his way to his second national title. You can see the great speed of his turnover right into the next stroke immediately. Pulling ahead. Fast split of 28.79. Was impressed by his turns, how quickly he gets in and out and right into the wall. 101.43. He'd like to be a bit faster, but right now he'll settle for the national title.
Our awards presentation for the men's 100 breaststroke.
Les médailles pour hommes 100 mètres bras.
Presenting the awards, 1968 Canadian Olympic team member and member of the Swimming Canada Board of Directors, Jim Shaw. The bronze medalist from the Point Clarison Club, Liam Diaz. Silver medalist.
Médaille d'argent.
Also from the Point Clarison Club, Matthew Ackman. And the gold medalist.
Médaille d'or.
From the Ebony Pianos Club, Richard Funk. Congratulations, gentlemen. Time now for our championship final, women's 400 individual medley. Introducing our finalists in lane A, University of Calgary Club, Tiana Riesling. In lane 1, Washington Lightning Club, Kira Smith. Lane 7, from the Manchester Club, Brianne Sawicki. In lane 2, from Club Nation Saint-Jerome, Sydney Pickram. In 6, from the Toronto Club, Vanessa Treasure. Lane 3, from the Greater Ottawa Kingfish, Erica Seltenreich Hodgson. In lane 5, Oakville Aquatic Club, Marnie Oldershaw. And in lane 4, from the West Vancouver Otters, Emily Overholt. Championship final, women's 400 individual medley. Swimmers relax, please. Swimmers relax.
It'll be interesting, this race, as all the women here have different strengths and specialties. Lane 4, Emily Overholt. She's tied for 4th in the 200 freestyle. So look for her in the middle of the pool coming back on the last 100 meters. Beside her in lane 5, Marnie Oldershaw. Very strong breaststroker. She might actually take the lead and quite a lead before the last 100 meters. So it'll be an exciting race of different leadership throughout it. There's been a change in a touchpad here, making sure our timing system is exactly where it needs to be for these races. Just enough time for the women behind the blocks to get extra excited and pumped up for their swim. The FINA standard is 4 minutes and 44 seconds, 0.50. That is the target time for consideration for selection. The fastest qualifier in lane 4, Emily Overhaul, qualified with 4 minutes and 46 seconds, 0.55, so 2 seconds over that, but I believe we'll have more than one woman under that standard tonight. All the teammates and coaches looking on. And I'd love to see whether the swimmers are pumping it up. As you can see in lane 8, that's Tiana Riesling. Having a good old time there before she swims. She could be the lead singer for this song. No wonder she's a 400 IM. Look at that energy on her. She'll do an 800 IM if you want. Looks like the touch pads are almost ready to go. Finishing touches on it. Good, the whole building is getting pumped up here. I think everyone might just break out to a dance party for these minutes here. And this is a part of national, international competition. You have to be ready for anything and be able to stay cool, calm, and collective, and mentally ready to go, and mentally ready to wait if you need to.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, championship final, women 400 individual medley.
Take care, Mark.
Underway now in the women's 400 individual medley. The top qualifier in lane 4, 4:46.55 for Emily Overholt. Overholt, the current 400 individual medley age group record holder for the 15 to 17, time of 4:42.03. Top 16 time in this event, a 4:44.50. We'll keep an eye on the clock as we go through this women's 400 individual medley. Second top qualifier is Marnie Oldershaw, 4:47.51. And then Erica Seltenreich Hodgson in lane 3, 4:48.95. Those are the three swimmers under the 450 mark in the morning prelims. Seltenreich Hodgson holds the age group record, national age group record in the 200 IM, set back in 2012 at the Junior Pan Pacs. It is Overholt out first from the West Vancouver Otters. Strong butterfly swimmer will touch there 1:02.65, just ahead of Seltenreich Hodgson in third right now, Vanessa Treasure, 1:05.39.
Oldershaw has about a 1.5 lead on the rest of the field. What a strong butterflyer she is. Going out in 28.88 at her 50 and 1:02.65 at the 100. She means business here today.
Often see lead changes throughout this 400 individual medley, as swimmers have different strengths and weaknesses depending on the stroke. But right now, with about a body length lead, it's Emily Overholt ahead of Erica Seltenreich Hodgson. As they're already more than halfway through the backstroke leg. The next turn at the start-finish end will be from backstroke on to breaststroke, and they'll be halfway through this 400 individual medley final. Closing the gap is Erica Seltenreich Hodgson from the Greater Ottawa Kingfish in lane 3. And these two swimmers are going to be right together as they turn onto the breaststroke leg in this 400 IM. With the lead at the 200, it is going to be Seltenreich Hodgson at 2:15.10. Overholt is second, 2:15.36. And Sydney Pickram is third in lane 2 at 2:17.85.
And this is where we're going to see who can pull ahead on this breaststroke. Erica with a wonderful backstroke leg in lane 3. Seems like she's still gaining momentum here. pulling ahead, almost a body length ahead of Emily Overhaul at this point.
Erica Seltenreich-Hodgson pulling away now on the breaststroke, over a body length lead after the first 50. As she heads in and turns here, 50 meters of breaststroke to go. As she touches 2:54.86. Overhaul 2.16 back, turning at 2:57.02, and third is still Pickram, trying to hold off Marnie Oldershaw in lane 5.
This is a great swim for Erica Seltenreich-Hodgson. Very, very tactical. She didn't have to go too hard in that butterfly. Sometimes you end up having more energy at the back half by playing your cards right and really being able to have enough energy on the breaststroke to accelerate when you want to. She is about 2 body lengths in the lead at this point, turning in her final 100 meters.
On to the final 100 of freestyle, 3:34.17. Erica Seltenreich-Hodgson well out in front of Emily Overhaul and Sydney Pickram. That time again, 4:44.50. 4:44.50, the top 16 time from the 2013 World Championships. It's the time we're looking for to be considered for selection to the championship teams for Commonwealth Games in Pan Pacs this summer. As Erica Seltenreich-Hodgson turns 50 to go, 4:07.32 her split time. Overhaul 4:11.05, and Pickram 4:13.18. Give them a wave on this final 50 as they go by. Great race here in the women's 400 individual medley. Emily Overhaul trying to get under that time of 4:44.50. But Erica Seltenreich-Hodgson from the Greater Ottawa Kingfish is going to pick up the national championship title in the 400 IM as she heads to the finish, head down to the wall, and touches in 4:40.07, 4:42.84 for Emily Overhaul, and third 4:45.75 for Sydney Pickram, touching third in that women's 400 IM.
That's a very impressive swim, 4:40.07 for Erica Seltenreich-Hodgson. Man, she really pushed that. She's tired, and she deserves to be tired. Her backstroke leg was so strong. She caught Emily Overhaul on the backstroke and then just took off on the breaststroke and really held it together on the freestyle. Well under that FINA standard of 4:44.5. She was 4:40.07. And from the start, again, everyone has different strategies. Lane 4, Emily Overhaul really went out hard on that butterfly, but it was all Erica Seltenreich-Hodgson coming into the wall. Seconds ahead of the second place silver medalist, Emily Overhaul. And she has great Scottish and Australian accent. She was such a good sport earlier this week, having some fun with us on the pool deck. She's quite animated. And again, you need that energy to be a 400 IMer. You can tell her career is just starting here and going to have a lot of room for improvement. So look to see her going under 440, hopefully this summer.
On deck with your national champion, Erica Seltenreich-Hodgson, 4:40.07. Great swim, Erica. Not your first national championship title, but your first in the 400 IM.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased with it, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah.
So you're happy with that time at this point in the season?
Yeah, I really wanted to break 440, but I was pretty close, so it was good.
Yeah, only 7 100s off of that. Now, obviously that target time, 4:44, must have been in your mind, but you were well under that throughout the race.
Well, my best time is 4:42, so I thought I could have another goal instead, because I've already gotten that, so.
Perfect, so at 4:40 at this point in the season, what are you looking most forward to this summer?
Just having a second go at being on the national team would be fantastic, because the first time was more of a test run. Not the best results. So.
A test run last summer for Erica Seltenreich-Hodgson. Erica, congratulations, national champion here tonight in the women's 400 individual medley. Great job. Everyone upstairs, look into your program and turn to the Speedo ad page. You turn to the Speedo ad page in your program. If you have a Tara Van Bylen autograph Take your program to the ticket counter to claim your prize. Tara Van Bylen has signed a couple programs upstairs. Take them to the ticket counter to claim your prize. Our next event, the B final, men's 400 individual medley. This event brought to you by Team Aquatic Supplies, Mr. Referee.
Take your marks.
That winning time in that last event by Erica Selton-Wright-Hodgson, number 6 in the world so far for 2014 in the women's 400 IM. Introducing our B finalists now for the men's 400 individual medley.
Couloir 1, club de natation élite, Étienne Paquin-Francy.
In lane 2 from the American Aquatic Club, Christian Ng. Lane 3 from J Dolphin Swim School, Hoshan Ryu. Lane 4, UC Dolphins, Jonathan Brown.
Ligne 5, club Lévy, Jérôme Boucher.
In 6 from the Etobicoke swimming, Bogdan Nezovic.
Ligne 7, club de natation élite, Abdelghani Nassi. Ligne 8, club de natation Sama, Jérémy Tremblay.
How are you?
Approaching the halfway point already in this B final. Currently in the lead, lane 3, Ho-Chan Ryu from J Dolphin Swim School, turning in 2:08.02, ahead of Jonathan Brown at 2:10.96 and third 2:11.06. In lane 7, Liz Abdelhani Nesbi. Under the freestyle to go here in this B final of the 400 IM. As turning with the lead now, Jonathan Brown from UC Dolphins, 3:26.25. 3:10s ahead of Bogdan Nezovic, and then Jerome Boucher is third between them at 3:27.69. After this event, we will have the awards coming up for the women's 400 individual medley. Bogdan Nezovic in lane 6 against Jonathan Brown in 4. Coming into the final 5 5 meters under the flags they go, and it's going to be Bogdan Nezovic from Etobicoke touching in 4:27.45. Jonathan Brown second, 4:28.53. And third to Haishan Ryu, 4:30.59. Results in the boys now B final are official.
Coming up next, the medal presentation for the women's 400-meter individual medley. Gold medalist Erica Seltenreich-Hodgson. Happy to have gone a best time by over 2 seconds. Off the blocks. First 100-meter butterfly, it was Emily Overholt in lane 4 that took the early lead, really going out like a rocket, but it was Erica Seltenreich-Hodgson that had a clear lead, comfortable lead after the breaststroke and into the freestyle. I love that she wanted to set her own standard. The FINA standard was 4:44, but she thought, hey, I'm going to go 4:40 and be well under that, and she did.
Presenting the awards now for the women's 400 individual medley.
Médaille, femme, 400 mètres, 4 nages individuels.
Presenting the awards from Richard Way Surveying, Richard Way. The bronze medalist.
Médaille de bronze.
From Club Natation Saint-Jérôme, Sydney Pickram. The silver medalist.
Médaille d'argent.
From the West Van Otters, Emily Overholt. And the gold medalist.
Médaille d'or.
From the Greater Ottawa Kingfish, Erica Seltenreich-Hodgson. Congratulations, ladies.
Félicitations.
We move into our men's 400 individual medley. This event sponsored by Team Aquatic Supplies. In lane 8, from the Greater Ottawa Kingfish, Montana Champagne. In 1, from the Liquid Lightning of David Zamitra. In 7, from the Etobicoke Swimming, Tristan Cote. Lane 2, from the Chinook Club, Rob Hill. Lane 6, representing Island Swimming, Will Brothers. Lane 3, the Oakville Aquatic Club, Matt Dara. In 5, from the UBC Dolphins, Luke Riley. And in lane 4, from Island Swimming, Alec Page. Championship final match, 400 individual men.
Take your marks.
Canadian record is 4:11.41. Set in 2008 by Brian Johns. The world record 4:03.84 set in 2008 at the Beijing Olympics by Michael Phelps. Top qualifier in this, Alec Page, 4:20.48. His time in the morning prelims ahead of Luke Riley, who was a 4:24.67. The top 16 time from the 2013 World Championships, a 4:19.21, 4:19.21 was the top 16 individual time from last summer.
All the swimmers in this field will be chasing Alec Page. If they can stay close to him, they hope to be close to that FINA standard. Alec looking really good.
Out first it is Page, 57.69, ahead of Mac Dara and Luke Riley, the top three. Mac Dara this morning from Oakville Aquatic Club at 4:25.68. Early stages still in this 400 individual medley.
Alec Page getting a silver medal in the 200-meter freestyle, so look for him to have a strong finish. Mac Dara was silver in the 200-meter breaststroke, so the next leg might be transition for him.
Alec Page well out in front, almost a full body length lead on Luke Riley on this backstroke leg. Page, a 2012 Canadian Olympian in the 400 individual medley, leading the way as they approach the halfway point in this 400 IM final. Alec Page in that black cap from lane 4, Luke Riley in 5 in the white, and Luke Riley has closed the gap as they turn at 2:04.24, 2:04.26 for Riley.
What a great race this turned out to be. Even Steven on the backstroke turn. Now lane 4, Alec Page trying to pull ahead here, and he's succeeding.
Page slightly in front now on this breaststroke leg. Luke Riley hanging tough from lane 5. And third is Mac Dara trying to hold off lane 1, David Dimitrov. As they turn, it's Page, 2:39.79. Riley, 2:40.64. And Dara at 2:44.07.
And this is when you need to be helped by your teammates and coach. You can hear those cheers, you can hear those whistles, you know what tempo you want to be on. Alec Page rhythm looking very strong and nice fast turnover here.
Alec Page with about a body length lead onto the freestyle. Page turning 100 to go, 3:16.10. Luke Riley, 3:17.88. Let's help these guys out on the final 100. Once again, that time, 4:19.21 is the top 16 time. Give them a wave as they go by. Page and Riley are leaders here in the 400 IM. Page swimming on that far side of his lane. Big finishing kick for both these swimmers. Riley, though, is closing the gap now with 50 to go. 3:46.54, 3:47.48 for Riley. Luke Riley less than a second back of Page on that last turn. Alec Page, who trains in this pool each and every day, has the lead. And he heads in to the final 10. Riley right next to him, closing the gap. And it's going to be close down to the final touch. At the wall it will be Alec Page. Hangs on for the win. 4:15.80. And in time for Page. Luke Riley, 4:15.86. Touching for second. And Will Brothers third at 4:23.36. Great race in this men's 400 IM.
That's so exciting. Wow. This was a perfect example of how important the last 10 meters are in the race. You never give up until you touch that wall.
Results on the board are official. How about a round of applause for our men here in the 400 individual medley.
6/100ths of a second separate gold medalist Alec Page and silver medalist Luke Riley into the last 10 meters. Look at this race. So much momentum from Luke Riley, but is not enough to overtake gold medalist Alec Page. But the great news, both men are well under that FINA standard of 4:19.21. both at 4:15, 8:0 and 8:6. Chances are very good they'll be representing Canada in this event, both the Pan Pacific Games and Commonwealth Games, and very happy to see two Canadian men well under that standard. The team will be nominated and officially named on Saturday, day 4 of our trials. So until then, we'll nominate them as our Canadian gold and silver medalists in this 400-meter individual medley here at Nationals.
Down here on deck with our winner, Alec Page, and second by just a couple hundreds, Luke Riley. What a great race in that men's 400 IM. First off, Alec, great swim, 4:15, pretty good time at this point of the season for you. Are you happy with your performance here tonight?
Yeah, I'm really happy. It was a great race, and I just managed to come on top. But going into Commonwealth, hopefully I can get a little bit faster this summer.
And I mean, Luke was coming hard on that last 50. You had 0.94 on him with 50 to go. Could you see him coming?
Oh yeah, I just put my head down in the last 15 meters and hopefully got my hand on the wall first.
How special is it for you to be swimming here in front of your home crowd here in Victoria, the pool you train at each and every day?
Well, it's fantastic. I mean, we swim here for the home crowd, right? I love it here in Victoria. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Alec Page, national champion, quickly. Luke Riley, second place here tonight at 400 IM, 4:15. Great time for you here.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Happy with it. Obviously, if you had about another foot left in the pool, you might have caught Alec, but it's great for Canadian medley swimming to have two guys going 4:15 here in April.
Yeah, it is. It's been really excited. I've had my sights set on Alec for a while. It's no secret, so it would have been nice to win, but the time's faster than I thought I'd go, so I'm really happy about it.
He's coming for you, Alec. Great performances. Alec Page, national champion. Luke Riley, second here in the men's 400 IM.
I just want to make a shout out to Ryan Millette, swimming.
Swimming for Ryan Millette. Good job, boys. Congratulations. Another contest upstairs with your programs. The Team Aquatic Supplies page has a signature for 92 Olympic bronze medalist and 1994 Olympic Commonwealth Games gold medalist, Stephen Clark. If you have an autograph from Stephen Clark on your Team Aquatic Supplies page in your program, head down to the ticket desk to collect your prize.
Well, what do I do?
Our timers making their way down to the far end of the pool before our next event will start. A reminder, folks, that you can pick up tickets for our WestJet prize draw. $5 per ticket. You can pick them up at the front desk admission ticket desk. $5 to enter our WestJet prize and our WestJet draw here at the Canadian Swimming Trials. Those times done by Alec Page and Luke Riley in that 400 IM currently ranked 3rd and 4th in the world for 2014. Great swim here tonight at the Canadian Swimming Trials at Saanich Commonwealth Place. Our next event, the women's 50 backstroke, this event brought to you by Van Farms B final.
I don't know what this camera thing is. Covering something else. Probably is part of something.
Take care, Mark.
The top qualifier in lane 4, Allison Ackman, point Clarkson, about 29.69 this morning in this B final.
Well, I might head out, actually. Are you planning to come up again? Yeah. I think I'll try tomorrow, but I for sure like to come Saturday.
into the finish of this B final. Touching the wall, it will be a lane 8 on the outside for Christina Stein's Norfolk Hammerheads, touching a time of 29.56. Second, Emma Ball, 29.58 from Gulf Marlins. And third, in lane 6, 29.78, swimming unattached, Laura Latteras. Results on the board from that event are official. And with that, we will present the awards. Coming up next, the awards for the men's 400 IM.
The men's 400-meter individual medley really came down to the wire, the last 5 meters into the wall. Alec Page was in lane 4, leading the whole way to the last 5 meters, and it was Luke Riley really trying to catch him. Almost did, 6 100ths of a second off a gold medal there. Alec Page, who was the youngest member of the Olympic 2012 team, he's now being chased by even younger swimmers such as Luke Riley, and now we'll have hopefully both of them attending this summer national teams.
The award presentation now for the men's 400 individual medley.
Médaillé homme, 400 mètres, 4 nages individuels.
Presenting the awards, the marketing manager from Speedo Canada, Erica Stante. The bronze medalist.
Médaille de bronze.
From Island Swimming, Will Brothers. The silver medalist.
Médaille d'argent.
From the UBC Dolphins, Luke Riley. And the gold medalist.
Médaille d'or.
The national champion in the men's 400 individual medley from Island Swimming, Alec Page. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Félicitations.
Introducing our championship finals now for the women's 50 backstroke. In lane 8 from the Cascades Club, Ingrid Vilm. In lane 1, Newmarket Stingrays, Danielle Hanus. In 7th, from the Pacific Seawolves, Hillary Caldwell. In lane 2, for the Oakville Aquatic Club, Dominique Bouchard. In lane 3, from the Norfolk Hammerhead Aquatic Club, Sinead Russell. In 5, Cascades Club, Brooklyn Snodgrass. And in lane 4, coming unattached, Paige Miller. Women's 50 backstroke championship final brought to you by Farm.
Take care, Mark.
Championship final, women's 50 backstroke. The top qualifier, Paige Miller, swimming unattached 28.62 this morning. The Canadian record this event 28.09 by Julia Wilkinson. The world record, Xing Zhao from China at 27.06 as they come into the final touch here in the women's 50 backstroke final. It's going to be lane 3, Sinead Russell, 28.49, picking up the win. Second to Brooklyn Snodgrass, 28.52, and third, Paige Miller, 28.56.
second was cool. Here in the morning, and I think we're see how Emma does. For meal. Strike a balance my parents can give me what I want for I got your jacket now, but right behind you. She was bound on jacket. She was supposed to see Peter.
Sinead Russell, national champion here at the 50 backstroke, her second national championship here on day 2. Are you happy with that win in the 50?
I am happy with winning the 50, but I have to concentrate on tomorrow's turner backstroke now.
Yeah, you're known more as 100 and 200 backstroke. The 50 is more for fun, but you had a good performance here picking up the gold medal.
Yeah, it was a good splash and dash.
Splash and dash. Obviously, you have the 200 coming up tomorrow. You looking for anything specific in that event?
I'm just going to feel strong in the morning and see what I have coming back at night.
Going for her third championship possibly tomorrow to turn back, Sinead Russell, national champion, women's 50 backstroke. Congratulations, Sinead. As we get set for our next event, the B final in the men's 50 back.
Take your marks.
50 backstroke B final now underway. In the men's 50 back, a great win there for Sinead Russell in the championship final. B finalists coming to the finish already in this men's 50 backstroke brought to you by the Zone and the QFM. Top time at the wall, a 26.78 Marcus Thormeyer from the Winskill Dolphins from lane 6, second at 26.81 Javier Acevedo from Ajax Swimming, and third in lane 2 Daniel Kuyak, 26.88 from the Barry Trojan Swim Club.
One of the mothers of University Calgary Swimmers.
The results on board are official.
Yeah, so okay. She told me when we opened it.
Officials stay in position. We're going to go on with our next event and our next final championship final, the men's 50 backstroke. Once again, this event brought to you by the Zone and the QFM. In lane from the Newmarket Stingray, Jeffrey Swanston. In lane 1 from the Saskatoon Goldfish, Mitchell Benting. In lane 2, University of Alberta, Joe Byram. Lane 6 in the Oakville Aquatic Park, Kyle Hall. Lane 3, Fort McMurray's Club, Josh Dow. In 5, the Machinas Club, Tim James. And lane 4, the Cascades Club, Russell Wood.
Let's go, Russell!
Championship final, men's 50 backstroke, Mr. Referee.
Take your marks.
Russell Wood, the top qualifier for the Cascade Swim Club, 25.85 in the morning. Canadian record at 25.23 by Pascal Wallach. set back in 2009, world record 24.04 by Liam Tancock of Great Britain. Already coming into the finish here in the men's 50 backstroke championship final, a top time at 25.69 for Russell Wood. Second, Tim Shane from China at 26.28. And third, Josh Dow of Fort McMurray, 26.37. Great swim there in our men's 50 backstroke. A reminder at this time that if you do have that autographed Speedo advertisement in your program by Tara Van Bylen, you can take that to the ticket desk to claim your prize. And on the Team Aquatic Supplies page, if you have an autograph from Stephen Clark, you can also take that forward for your prize to the ticket counter. Standing on deck now, national champion in the men's 50 backstroke, her second title here of the Canadian Swimming Trials on day 2. Happy with that performance and a little bit of fun with the 50.
Oh, for sure. How could I not be happy with that one?
Second gold medal, obviously, just like Sinead, going for the possible third straight in that 200 backstroke tomorrow. What else are we going to see you in for the rest of the week?
Just 200 back, so keep an eye out for that one.
Just the 200 back. Are you having a good time so far here in Victoria?
Oh, of course.
Russell Wood, man, a few words. Congratulations. Championship gold medalist here in the 50 backstroke at the Canadian Swimming Trials. In just a moment, we will have our awards presentations for both the women's and men's 50 backstroke.
So you think the proximity of food with time aside that? But her coach, her Western coach, is preparing her. Yeah. But I think she's swimming for Cascade. But she'll come back. She'll come back and swim for Cascade in the summer. Right. I don't know what they will. Right? It's interesting. I'd like to know like at this speed, is that what you can? Or is it individual discretion? I'm not sure. But I think it'd be interesting to have to talk to Dave and it'd be interesting to talk to Mike. Yeah? Because I hear different things from Coach Mike and Dave at
The awards presentation now for the women's 50 backstroke.
Les médaillés femmes, 50 mètres d'eau.
Presenting the awards for the women's 50 backstroke, the president of the Canadian Swimming Coaches and Teachers Association, Dean Bowles. The bronze medalist.
Médaille de bronze.
Swimming unattached, Paige Miller. The silver medalist.
Médaille d'argent.
From the Cascade Swim Club, Brooklyn Snodgrass. And the gold medalist.
Médaille d'or.
From the Norfolk Hammerhead Aquatic Club, Sinead Russell. Congratulations, ladies.
Félicitations.
Presenting the awards now for the men's 50 backstroke.
Les médaillés hommes, 50 mètres d'eau.
Once again presenting the awards, the president of the Canadian Swimming Coaches and Teachers Association, Dean Bowles. The bronze medalist.
Médaille de bronze.
From the Fort McMurray Swim Club, Josh Dow. The silver medalist.
Médaille d'argent.
From the China Swim Club, Tim Zhang. And the gold medalist.
Médaille d'or.
From the Cascade Swim Club, Russell Wood. Congratulations, gentlemen. That does conclude our session here on the second day of the Canadian Swimming Trials. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out and joining us this evening. And at this time, invite all of our officials to leave the pool deck area. That does conclude day 2. Great night of swimming action here at Sandwich Commonwealth Place. We're looking forward to 2 more days of racing here in Victoria as we get set to announce our Commonwealth and Panpax teams on Saturday night.
Pushing them. Day 2 finals. Chris, a lot of highlights. Looking at the women's 100-meter freestyle, what did you think about that race?
Women's 100 free was great. I mean, again, with the 100 and the 200 freestyle, you've got a chance to select more than one individual for the relays. We'll see how the times add up as we get closer to that team announcement on Saturday, but some really good swims there, and Victoria Poon coming out on top of the title.
Definitely. In the women's 100-meter breaststroke, Tara Van Bylen again coming out on top. What did you think about that race?
She's having a lot of fun, right? It's great to see that she's just really enjoying swimming right now, and it's really showing in her performances. I mean, to win the 200 last night in that great race, and then another great race here tonight to win the 100, it's really great to see.
A double gold medalist again, Richard Funk in the 100-meter breaststroke for men. It's nice to see him back on top. Not sure how happy he was with his time.
Yeah, I don't think he was too pleased with the time, but at this point in the season for him, you know, he just came off NC2As where he swims for Michigan, but he'd had a really good performance so far this year, and he's building on that, and we're going to see him around for a long time.
Now the 400 IMs, I thought they were very well swum. It was exciting for Canada, both the women's and the men's, to see multiple people getting under that standard. Let's talk about Erica Seltenreich-Hodson. 4:40, that was a great time, best time for her, and well under the FINA standard.
Well, it was a great time for Erica, right? And it showed in her interview, she actually set her goal at 4:40 rather than the 4:44 that was needed. So really great to see that we're setting the bar not only for those top 16 standards, but for well beyond those. And also in that race, second place from West Van Otters, Emily Overholt was second and under that 4:44 as well.
And these are young swimmers. They're going to have long careers, so it's great for Canada. On the men's side, Alec Page and Luke Riley, it came down to the last 5 meters.
What a great race, right? And I mean, to have them come right down, Luke Riley closing so hard on that final 50 and just to get out touch, but 4:15s, 3rd and 4th in the world for 2014 so far. It's really promising to see, and we'll see what those guys can do this summer.
For sure. And I mean, Alex is a young swimmer himself. To have Luke Riley, who's 2 years his junior, I mean, this is great news for swimming in Canada.
It's fantastic. I mean, one other thing I'd like to mention is in that men's 100 freestyle, Yuri Kiesel, who won from the Cascade Swim Club, he's the youngest ever Canadian to go under 50 seconds in the 100 free. The previous youngest person to do it, Brent Hayden. Brent Hayden went on to win an Olympic bronze medal in 2012. When Brent did it, he was 19. Yuri's only 18, so great things to come for Canadian sprint freestyle.
And even in short term, in the next 2 years, a lot can happen. These swimmers are going to be fine-tuning and working with their coaches and high-performance staff. So,
absolutely.
I liked your nickname for him, Kissel the Missile.
Kissel the Missile, absolutely, from the Cascade Swim Club in Calgary.
And the 50-meter backstroke events with Sinead Russell again, and Russell Wood, both winning national titles again in those events.
Adding a second goal to each of them for their week so far. Pretty impressive swims here tonight on day 2, and plenty more to come still here at Saanich Commonwealth Place.